As we roll along here, our new show is being premiered, and Bristol House Memory Care, and there's a lot going on because at 2527 Bristol Road in Warrington, yep, we're catching up with Nate for a grand opening, aren't we, Nate?
Yes, we're here at Bristol House Memory Care. We have a opening from 10:30 to 7 today. A bunch of fun, festivals going on.
Yeah.
Ribbon cutting at 10:30 to 11:30. Also, we're having lunch from 11:30 to 2, and we also have happy hour from 4 to 7.
Wow. Yeah, that's when the testimonials come in, they want to see that food. They want to see what the grub you're having there and the happy hour stuff. How is that working out? Pretty good?
Oh, it's great. I mean, we have awesome chefs here. We also want to put them on the radio here on our next show coming up.
Okay, absolutely. Food for thought, we'll call it. And, Nate, you can't be in two places at once, so you're going to have to run the show from out there. And exactly ribbon cutting, what exactly kind of activities and what will you be trying to promote for those who would be interested? Of course, the number is 215-491-1501, if I'm right there with that. We'll get you some, you've been getting a few inquiries, some tours. What's been happening before the grand opening, Nate?
Yeah, so we've been having some leads come through, some tours. People are interested. I know people are coming out today to look at the building. Families want to know more information, and we want to give them that information. Does
being a brand new facility, would there be any incentives for discounts in order to join and be a part of that? It's kind of like it's like an opening of a new store in town. They always have some specials that you give. Do you have any of those kind of plans? Can you do that kind of thing, or not?
Yeah. Right now, we're starting out at $5,000 per month. Pretty much a discount of basically 25%.
Yeah, okay. Compared to others, okay, that would be about right. And they get the tour, and they get to ask questions. They get a chance to meet the people at the same time. And one of the good things, Nate, I think, is it's not too big, right? It's not going to be too big, so you get that one-on-one ratio coverage, and if you have a problem or you're concerned, you can address it right away, right?
Yes, and I have I have a great team behind me. I actually have Antonio and Ashley with me today.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio is my maintenance director, and Ashley is my director of wellness. And, to vision my mission, I have to have a team that is on the same mission. First, obviously, is take care of residents. And then take care of family members, too.
Yeah, so it's Ashley and Antonio. What do they call them? The A-team? Is that what you're calling them? So.
Oh, yeah. I call them the Beyond Great Team.
Yeah, the A-team. Yeah, like the TV show. But those are in the business, Nate, like you've been for quite some time. There is a huge commitment and a certain passion that you have to do this. You're on the clock a lot. Attention to detail. You're looking people in the eye. You're representing families. They're trusting you. There's a very big time personal relationship, don't you think, in the business that you're in, especially where you are?
Yes. I mean, like I said, you have to have that understanding that, somebody's loved one's in your hands,
mm-hmm.
and you have to be able to take care of them just like they're your mom and dad.
Right.
And I would like to introduce Antonio here and kind of tell his story.
Okay.
Why he, in this mission, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Antonio. What do you have?
Hey, good morning. My name is Antonio, and I came here to Bristol House because of the passion and the love that I had for this field. I started off as a care manager, and I just seen the opportunity to move up. I went from there to a med tech, and now I'm head of the maintenance director here.
Yeah.
And, the order for you to be in this field, you got to be able to have the love and the passion to take care, someone's family member that is special and love to them. And it's not like that we take on this opportunity just for a job. It's more past than just coming to work for 8 hours, getting on the residents, get to know them, have the love and the passion for them, and take care of them, because you never know when you might be in a situation where as though you're going to need someone to take care of you.
Right.
So that's the type of attitude that I have, when I enter my job.
Right. And too, Antonio, because now you got a new facility, you're kind of working from the ground up. It's It's a new facility. You get a chance to put your, you get a chance to put your heart and soul and fingerprints on the whole thing in a brand new place, and that's got to be kind of exciting. At the same time, you're starting kind of all anew, all over again, with a new organization, a new place, and a lot of potential for some great success. Would you agree?
Yes, most definitely. And the most thing of it, is being able to see the person that you're taking care of having a smile and appreciate what you do for them.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you as well, since it's kind of small, it's intimate, do you have any kind of input with Nate and the rest of them? Hey, I got a concern here. That would they listen to you? Some of your input that you have and some of your experience that would go into a Bristol House Memory Care? Would they be listening for your input at all?
Yes, most definitely. Knowing that, the type of skills that I bring to the job, Nate has a lot of trust in me. And, our whole organization here, we have trust in each other. That's what we're here for. We work together with one another. Yeah,
you have to have the same level of passion so that you connect on that level. And kind of the mission statement there, you're starting a new venture with a lot of potential right there, and you want to make sure that you bring a lot of energy and commitment to what you're doing. Are you pretty excited? How did you get to Bristol House? Did they come recruit you, or you saw the opportunity and decided to pursue it?
Well, me and Nate had history. We've been working together now for over 4 years in this field.
Oh, okay, so you know each other.
Yeah, we was at another facility, and he moved forward, and he knew what type of person I was and what I brought to the job. So he asked me, when he got settled, was I was interested in coming on board with him.
Right.
And,
what
the passion and love that he had, I didn't even hesitate. Tell him yes.
Yeah, as part of the ribbon cutting, do you have certain duties that you'll be performing during the grand opening? Taking tours, answering questions, taking using the phones or whatever. What exactly will your role be in the grand opening today?
Well, just being here, greeting and meeting, and welcoming the people that come in. Just showing them the hospitality, the love, and the passion that we have.
Is there a lot of potential there with the rooms and the grounds? Does it look pretty good to you? Is there a lot of good things you could really talk about? The layout of the plant.
Oh yes, man. We have beautiful flowers. We got gardens on both sides. We got gardens and flowers like in the front of the building, in the back of the building, and we also have a basketball court for those. We have residents that like to shoot ball, and man, this place is huge, it's big, it's not congested, and it's very, very nice looking. Nice.
So it's off to a pretty good start. You're pretty anxious for for the ribbon cutting in about an hour or so, huh? So it'll be right on top of it, huh?
Yes, we are. So for those who are listening, please, you're welcome to come.
Yep. Family members, and get all your questions answered. Thank you so much, Antonia, for taking some time, and good luck to you out there, and spread the passion out there and the gospel as well. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Nate, get back on with Nate here. Nate, are you back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a break, Nate. We'll come right back and continue our conversation. Bristol House Memory Care. And the grand opening is today. It's a little less than an hour away. Hang on.
Welcome. Bucks County's newest state-of-the-art memory care facility for Alzheimer's and dementia care is Bristol House. Located in Warrington, Pennsylvania, it is designed to provide residents personal space for their well-being. 2 24-room communities with a private suite, bathroom, family room, and kitchen. All meals, snacks, activities, and therapies are included. Call today at 215-491-1501 for your tour today. Bristol House, Bucks County's newest Alzheimer's and dementia care facility.
Yep, and the grand opening about less than an hour away. I'm telling you, it's a lot of excitement going on out there, and Nate can't be in 2 places, so he has to. You actually have to work today, Nate, so you take a little time to sort of set the stage. And tours, questions, seminars, exactly how is it going to break down, Nate, for the next couple of hours here?
Yeah, so pretty much you're going to have, a bunch of, good people around the community come in, some supervisors of the community, some families that come in the community, and you want to show them everything that you have to offer. Big building, big activities rooms, physical therapy, the private bathrooms, the private rooms. You want to show off your building. I mean, that's the number one thing you want to do here, but especially showing off your staff and what their skill sets look like, too. They're smiling, they're greeting the people that come in here. People feel at home when they walk into Bristol House is my mission. Yeah,
you mentioned the privacy factor, and it doesn't really hit home until you actually get to see it, and how much that is appreciated by the future residents there. I mean, it, like you said, it has that home feel to it, and that is really hard to do because you've seen a lot of places, and maybe you've been in a few that said, boy, if I'm ever running the show, this is not going to look the way this is. I can remember these places were cold and impersonal, 10 floors, reflecting glass. You just a lot of white, and it was just, oh my God, it was just something that would just chill you to the bone. But not so much now. It's certainly more intimate than it used to be.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think that, like I said, some communities do it very well, and I think some, need a new change. And we should never be at that point with me here.
Do we? Are you familiar with Emily at all?
Yes.
Okay, she's on the line, and let me see if I can punch this one together here. Emily, you're on here with Nate on the show. Are you there?
I'm there. Good morning.
Where do you come in the picture, Emily? What's going on?
Well, my mom is currently a resident there, and she's been there since July.
Mm-hmm. Give us a little feedback and about your experience and dealing with Nate and the people there at Bristol House Memory Care in Warrington. Exactly what drew you there, and what do you like so far?
Well, so far it's been a positive experience. My mom is very strong and very independent, and her goal and our goal was really to keep her at her home for as long as we possibly could. And so my family and I, we've looked at a lot of places. We weren't really sold on any one place. I had heard about Bristol House, but frankly, I kind of thought it was a little bit too new, and that maybe that wasn't the right direction. And then just when we were really looking, we really had made the decision that my mom really needed definitely some help. Mm-hmm. I ended up speaking with a friend of a friend who has a mom there. And that's when I really got a lot of important information that led me there. So I popped in for a tour, and, much to my amazement, it was the owner, Arvin, who was behind the desk, and he gave me a tour. And it came together quite well, I have to say, and the staff really rolled out the red carpet for my mom, and, she is, knock wood, really happy.
Oh, that's a great thing. And Nate, back to you a little bit. That would be one thing. Do you want to go to some place that's established? Yeah, you're working on that, but something that's kind of new, and you have some different, you maybe have a different kind of slant on that, and maybe that would give you an advantage too, right, in talking about your place, right? You don't do it maybe the way everybody else would be doing it, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say is, the kind of the attention that we can bring to, your loved one, especially right now, is, we can grow with the resident in place. Mm-hmm. Where we'll have enough time to build and learn and, basically grow with that, resident. Right. And where other facilities, they have probably 80 residents, 100 residents, and they don't have that time to do it.
Yep. And Emily, probably that drew you too, maybe the one-on-one relationship. If you have a question, you could get it answered, and you get an answer right away. That probably is comforting as well. The lines of communication between Bristol House and yourself and your family, the rest of your family, for your mom.
That's been really key. Mm-hmm. In fact, the first night that we brought my mom there, one of the caregivers volunteered her own private cell phone number and basically said, call me if you have any questions.
Nice.
And I've got Nate's cell phone number, the nursing director. It's been, the lines of communication have been really good.
Yeah, you get a little peace of mind and sleep a little better at night and feel a little better about everything too, right?
Yeah,
so going forward. Yeah, that's always a tough. You always feel like you're fighting the uphill battle. And I think another thing, having gone through it myself with my mother, you feel like you're not in it alone. You got some help. You don't know, you can't know all the answers, and they can give you some as well, and that's always comforting as well. Give you some direction as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other point that I wanted to make for people who are sort of at that point where they don't know what to do or where to go, I found that it's really important to talk to family members of residents because you learn so much more than you will ever get from just a tour or, chatting with people that are there. And that's just my suggestion. That was really important.
Yeah, I'm with you on that because you find out that, some people are maybe managing a little better. Some are handling it maybe not as well as you are. So you kind of compare stories and, maybe this is pretty good. Maybe I'll try this. And you kind of like feel like you're not out there by yourself, like the only one dealing with this. And you always feel like maybe you're not doing enough or maybe you're making the wrong decisions. But all you can do is the best you can. That's all.
Right.
That's all anybody can do.
Right. And the other thing that I have to say I'm very pleased with, it's nice to have the owners right there.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a difference, and I don't think that you find that at many other places. And it's kind of reassuring if there's an issue or if you just want to say hello, they're right there.
Right.
And I think that's a plus.
Yeah, nip it in the bud. Nate, that's probably one thing. If you worked corporate before, you'd have to get permission, and then you have to send it up to the office, and then wait on something, and wait for some kind of answer. You don't have to wait for anything, right? You just proceed and just take care of it right on the spot, right?
Yeah, it feels like a 3-year process in the corporation world.
Yeah,
I call it.
It's somehow gets lost in translation, but that would give you the advantage. And I think, Emily, you must like maybe the intimacy there. It's a brand new place. It's got room to grow, and there's something about the newness that kind of is a little bit exciting. Wouldn't you think so?
I do. There is room to grow, and as we kind of debated on what to do, it really. Yes, it is a brand new facility, so there are some inherent risks to going into a new facility. But I look at it also as an opportunity to kind of get in on the ground floor, and it's been a very good experience. I don't think my mom would have done as well in a larger facility with more people.
Yeah.
But she's kind of been able to assimilate a little bit better.
Yeah. Do you like the privacy kind of factor that you saw? I mean, Nate was talking about that and said that seems to be a big hit. Did you find it pretty welcoming like that?
Yes, and everyone has their own room, their own large bathroom. That's also a positive.
Nice. We thank you for taking some time. And
you're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you so much for taking time. Thank you, Emily. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nate. That is important too. About the it certainly underscored the privacy part, the intimacy part, the one-on-one things that you've been talking about. It seems to be reflected in the people that are there right now. Yes,
I have, like I said, a huge advantage.
Yes.
That against the corporate mindset.
Yeah, and the testimony, like you try to get feedback from other members, and what Emily was talking about just makes her decision a lot easier and more comforting, to be sure. We're going to take a little break, come right back, and continue on as the Bristol House Memory Care show with the grand opening, a little more than a half hour away. Stay with us.
Welcome. Bucks County's newest state-of-the-art memory care facility for Alzheimer's and dementia care is Bristol House. Located in Warrington, Pennsylvania, it is designed to provide residents personal space for their well-being. 2 24-room communities with a private suite, bathroom, family room, and kitchen. All meals, snacks, activities, and therapies are included. Call today at 215-491-1501 for your tour today. Bristol House, Bucks County's newest Alzheimer's and dementia care facility.
In conversation with Nate from Bristol House. Nate, the touring, anybody can get right in there and get on board with this and get your questions answered, or they can get some information too. You will be providing some information and things like that with brochures and some handouts and things like that.
Oh, yes, we have everything made up. It's right out on our front desk. Also, the biggest thing is, like I said, the owner's here today. Mm-hmm. I'm here. My director of wellness is here, maintenance director, all my staff's here. So any questions will get answered today.
You got the Go Squad working today as the grand opening there, and a lot of things going on, and some tours lined up as well for this morning and this afternoon.
Oh yes. We have I said we have the director of wellness, Ashley, on right now with us, and I kind of give her the radio to just talk about how her process is, doing a tour, doing an assessment,
all right,
setting up a care.
Bring Ashley on here for a second. Go ahead. Ashley, you're there?
Yep, I'm here. Hello.
Hi, and good luck out there at the grand opening today. And exactly what will you be trying to tell folks who are interested in Bristol House?
So when people come, I like to try to introduce them and welcome them to our family. It's important that they feel comfortable and safe when they come to this kind of facility. I try to let them know that, whatever needs they have, we will meet. We will try to do what's best for the resident, for the whole care of the resident and the family as well.
Is it a different slant for you, being in, healthcare for quite some time? I'm sure you have experience doing this. And this is this a little of a different kind of thing. It's a little more one-to-one, a little more intimate, maybe a different. And it's also you deal with Alzheimer's and dementia patients, maybe something that you didn't do before. Does it have a different feel to it?
Yeah, it definitely is. I've been doing this for 6 years as a nurse with dementia patients. But it's been definitely rewarding being here because the staff here is very very close with the residents and families. We are more attentive to the care and the needs that are needing to be met by the residents and their family members.
Yeah, and
so it's very nice.
Yeah, and also the overview too is so it's with dignity and compassion as well. I mean, you have to have those kind of factors to make it run. I mean, you have to be very patient and understanding at the same time. The quality of life and dignity and all the other factors have to be factored in for the residents as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to put yourself in their shoes for a little bit and understand where they're coming from. Sometimes it's a simple need that they can't express, that they want or need something, and you have to just try to understand where they're coming from and what they may need at that time.
Yeah, right, and they could interact as well and trade stories, and maybe they feel like they wouldn't be by themselves, and there'd be maybe a little comfort level going on there too, in a very relaxed setting out there.
Oh, absolutely. It's nice. The residents get together. They sing together. They watch each other shoot basketball hoops outside. We paint together. All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah. Now, you've been
a
nurse for quite some time, and nursing is always like the calling, and it seems like the nurse has been doing it for years and years and years and can't imagine them doing anything but that. Is that kind of where you're at in your career as a nurse? Is it a different kind of feel than what you've been doing before or worked in a hospital? Does it have a different kind of feel to it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing nursing at nursing facilities for a little while now, dementia care and long-term care and assisted living. So it's been the same thing for the past 6 years of my life. But for some reason, this place has opened up a whole new world for me in the sense of, I actually feel like I can interact more with the residents. I have more time to understand where they're coming from and to better care for their needs because it's, more one-on-one time with the residents.
Yeah, and I was talking to Antonio ahead of time. He said his experience, sometimes they'll listen if I have a concern or some kind of input. I'm free to do that. Can that be? Could that happen to you as well if you have some some kind of concern, kind of input, kind of concern that you would have? You could pass that along, and things could be taken care of, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everybody works together here. We're very reliable on each other. And that's the only way things really actually work in a place like this, is to be able to rely on each other and actually communicate well. That's the key. And we do that very well here. It's very nice to have people that are versatile, like Antonio, who can do just about anything in the building. It's very helpful.
This is the first time you ever had a grand opening of a new place that you worked at? It has a different vibe feel to it?
Oh, yeah. So it's the first time, but it's definitely very exciting to show others how much we can do and what we are capable of and how we can love and care for their family members as well.
Yeah, there's
nice.
Yeah, there's certainly got to be a little bit of excitement and anticipation factor for you as well. I mean, something you probably haven't done is usually walk into a place that's established, and this is something that's taken off literally from the ground floor and new and growing at the same time. That has to be a different kind of experience to feel. Kind of exciting.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's very exciting and very rewarding at the same time to see people happy and very pleased with where they are now as opposed to where they previously were at.
All right.
But the family members are very great when it comes to that.
Well, that's great. I wish you luck, and thanks so much for taking time, and good luck, and hopefully we'll be chatting down the line with you and compare some experiences that will be coming up. Okay?
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and good luck. All right. As get down to the wire, we're moving right along here. About a half hour away, Nate, for the big ribbon cutting there. You're getting nervous a little bit there? You got some opening night jitters, maybe?
No,
nah.
I mean, I've been through it a couple times. The first time, yes, that happened. You try to do too much and try to please too much, but you realize that, people just want, to answer their questions. I mean,
sure.
In reality, and show the building. I mean, you're here to have a good time. It's a fun day. You're hoping to, obviously talk to family members that are looking for, memory care needs. But at the same time, if they're not, there yet, we just want to answer those questions just in case when it does happen.
Yeah. Well, you're up to a pretty good start too, because the concern is of the families, and we had Bruno on in week 1, and we've had Emily now, and just felt there was some kind of connection that you made that they couldn't find someplace else, or a question that was answered that maybe they couldn't get answered, or they felt better about your answer or your plan that you have. And I think that with that conversation, you build up you have a one-to-one relationship, and that's what you're trying to do, is keep those communications lines as strong as you can, and to help the patients.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're honest with the families, you tell them what you can do, you can't do, our advantages versus other people's advantages. You answer the questions that they even know that they should be asking.
Yeah.
If you get into the details, and you just, hopefully they're taking a risk. We understand that.
Right.
But once they take the risk, I think it's been, rewarding for most families here, and haven't had, really a complaint yet. Knock on wood.
Like Emily was saying, all of a sudden, the light went on. I just felt better about everything, and she couldn't quite put her finger on it, but just said yes, and that's kind of the way it rolls. And for the first couple that are there, Bruno was talking about it, now Emily. So this seems to be off to a pretty good start, and you get a chance to show your stuff there. It's kind of like opening night on Broadway here for you, right?
Oh yes, we're gonna roll out the red carpet and everything.
Yeah, you got it. All right, so I'm gonna let you do your job, and then when we go on next week, we can fill in and talk about some of the experiences you had with the patients and the families, and get a chance to talk about it even more. All right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, for more information, Bristol House Memory Care, 2527 Bristol Road in Warrington, and the phone number is 215-491-1501, or get them on the web, www.bristolhousememorycare.com, and here with us on WBCB Tuesdays at 9:30.